Welcome back, everyone. This is MandoAllday, back to the video. And in this video, I'm doing an overview of Captain Atom. This is the gold label Walmart exclusive figure. This is from the New 52 era. I'll be talking about the figure itself in terms of the articulation, sculpture, and paint, and if it's worth your purchase or not. Before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button to not only support the channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. So let's take a look at the box. Front of the box. This side. The back, which I really like this art. Really dope art. The other side. Top. And a bottom. Alright, now let's take a look at the figure outside the box. As always, it do come with a card. This is what the card looks like. The back of the card. It comes with two accessories. It comes with this kind of flame type of thing. It's clear. You can see that. You can put his hand inside right there. And another one as well, a little bigger. Just clear. You can put his hand right there inside. It comes with a regular puck stand, and that's pretty much it. So let's talk about the articulation. So head articulation. Ooh, really, really loose. Up, down, not the greatest, but left and right, very good. Shoulder articulation. Bicep. This is a very smooth, articulated figure. Elbow. Wrist. Torso. Oof, look at that torso articulation. Wow, really extends. Really extends, and then swivel as well, too. So overall, the upper body articulation, it's actually pretty darn good, except for the head, where not a whole lot in terms of up or down, but everything else is really, 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 really good. Leg articulation. Knees. Ooh, it's a little, no, this is stiff right here. Ankles. And last but not least, it's going to be toes. So overall, the articulation of this figure is actually solid, so I'm liking it so far. Now let's talk about the figure itself. First off, we'll start off with the head sculpture design. And it's a good looking head sculpture. The paint, it's Captain Atom, so he doesn't really have a lot of paint. It's just really bright silver. And I gotta say, McFarlane nailed him. He looks menacing. First of all, he has a white eyes, which I'm a sucker for white eyes. Then he has a like black shadowing around the eyes, which looks menacing and mean. Then you got the head sculpture, the face sculpture, which is clean looking. And then you got the hair, slick black, which I'm assuming, don't quote me on this, but maybe they might make a regular one, because if you look at the hair sculpture on this one, compared to this has a slick hair. This one, it's kind of like a mohawk type of thing. You can see right there. So I don't know if they're going to make another one, but don't quote me on that. But it's a nice, clean looking hair sculpture, and the face sculpture, again, very clean looking. In terms of the paint, it's just bright silver. There's not much going on in terms of the actual paint, except for the black eyeshadow. So overall, the head sculpture, it looks good. In terms of the upper body, it's going to be similar to the other figures as Booster Gold, Blue Beetle, where it's just like spandex. It's a clean looking figure. Just huge muscles. Look at the bicep, the shoulder, the tricep. Then you got the abdomen, the chest on here. You got the Captain Atom logo. You got the red right here as well too. And then there's the back. Again, very muscle tone. So it's a very simple, clean looking figure. And it looks just like the comic version of it, where there's not much going on. So if you're going into this figure thinking it's going to be like hugely detailed, you're going to be disappointed. Again, it's similar to Booster Gold and Blue Beetle and even Nightwing, where it's just very clean looking figure. And it looks good. The silver looks really good. The paint job looks really good. It has this kind of like brush look to it. You can see perfectly right here where it's like they painted it, but it has like a brush look. I don't customize or paint, so I'm not familiar with the terminology, but if you know what this kind of style is, let me know. But it has a style which I really, really like. It looks unusual when you have it on light, so it grabs your attention, so it's not just plain silver. It has this kind of unique look, so I have to give it credit, though, to McFarlane, that they could have easily just painted this silver, but they actually didn't. They added that kind of like brush look to it, and it actually looks really good. You can see more here in the abdomen. Very subtle, but little details like that make the figure pop a little bit more. Because again, Captain Atom is very plain looking figure. I mean, the character itself is very plain. Same with Booster Gold, very plain looking. Same with Blue Beetle, very plain looking. So you can't really do much with Captain Atom, but for what McFarlane did, I gotta say, he did a really good job. Then the lower torso, same thing with the upper body. It's just gonna be that nice silver, very muscle tone. You can see the huge, huge thighs. You got the blue for the boots on there. The boots are very clean, plain looking. Then you got the hamstring. Then you got the glutes on here. He does do squats, calf muscle, and that's pretty much it. In terms of sculpture design, it is a clean looking Captain Atom figure. And again, I'm going to emphasize this. Very simple design for Captain Atom, but that's how he looks like in the comics. So to me, I like the figure. I really enjoy this character. This character is really powerful, very underrated. When people think about DC characters like overpowered, they always think of Superman, maybe Wonder Woman, Flash, Swamp Thing, and so forth. But Captain Atom is pretty darn powerful, and so people always overlook him. So to me, having a Captain Atom figure, happy McFarlane did it. So McFarlane, thank you for making this figure. And like I said, I really like this figure. But of course, the main question is it really worth it? Should he go out and get this figure? For $20, I would say yes. I think for $20, it's a fair price. I say that because there's not a lot of detail in terms of sculpture design. It's not like Batman where he has all this armor. Very similar to Nightwing. Very spandex, very simple, clean looking design. Similar to Booster Gold, similar to Blue Beetle. Very simple design. And so, for $20 for what you're getting, which is a nice, clean looking figure with essentially just gray with red and blue accents and some accessories, I think $20 is a fair price for it. It's not one of those go out there and get it right away deals. It's one of those, yeah, maybe get it for a sale. But for $20, I think it's a good fair price. Regardless of the price, though, what I think about the figure. Like I said, for $20, I think it's a good figure. It's a fair price for it, and I like the figure. I really like this figure. Great addition to the DC Multiverse. You finally get a Captain Atom. Maybe you might get a regular one, non-gold label. But overall, what do I give Captain Atom from the New 52 era? The gold label Walmart exclusive. I give it a thumbs up. Good looking figure. It's one of those figures to where for $20, it's a fair price. It's not one of those figures you go out and get right away, but it is a Walmart exclusive, so you're gonna have to get it now before they're gone. Here we have Booster Gold next to Captain Atom. Like I said throughout the whole video, very clean looking figure, very simple design figure. Same thing with Booster Gold. It's similar in terms of it's just a very comic accurate where it's a very simple design, so it's not a whole lot of detail. So if you're looking for really in-depth detail, you're going to get disappointed with these figures. But if you want more comic accurate, very simple design, again, they both look really, really good. So here we have Captain Atom next to Booster Gold. Here we have Booster Gold and Captain Atom. This is Booster Gold from the 2-pack with Booster Gold, Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. Sorry, Blue Beetle and Booster Gold. Wow, I mixed them up. This is a 2-pack Blue Beetle. There you go. I got it right this time. And again, similar to Booster Gold, I'll say it again. A cool looking figure, but it's a very simple design where it's just blues and light blue, essentially. And of course, the accent of yellow. But I will say, though, this one pops more in terms of the paint, because this one has that weird brush look to it in terms of the paint, like I said. Like right here, you can see it perfectly right here, what I'm referring to. So it makes the figure pop more. This one, though, it's a good looking figure, don't get me wrong, but just plain blue and light blue. See that? Not much to it, so it looks kind of boring and stale. This one, though, having that weird kind of brush look, it makes the figure pop more, so it grabs your attention. And again, they're both simple design figures, but the paint job on this one, though, is much, much better. Little brushes kind of look to it, it makes the figure pop more. And of course, having a bright silver makes it even more pop. But nonetheless, Captain Atom next to Blue Beetle. Here we have Captain Atom next to Atom himself. And this is from the Atom Page Punchers wave. I want to say Flash. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm probably wrong. This is from the Flash Page Punchers wave. Cool looking figure. So much going on. It's a very weirdly designed figure. It's not bad, but it's a lot of textures and different textures, so it's a little messy for me. This is just my opinion. Cool looking figure, but just so much sculpture design and textured. It just doesn't, not that it looks bad, it's just a little too much. And then you have here the opposite, where it's a very simple, cleaner design figure. But then again, this is more comic accurate. This is more like, I believe, like McFarlane, not McFarlane design, but something that McFarlane would sculpt in terms of like so much detail. Here we have Adam next to Captain Atom. Here we have Captain Atom next to Unchained, I believe it's, or Unhinged Superman, the armor. I mean, just look at the detail on this Superman figure. The paint just pops. And then we have Captain Atom on here. It's a good looking figure. I mean, this one's a good looking figure, but when you have something like this with some more sculpture design, then you're like, you know what? For your money, this is a way better deal than compared to this one. But as mentioned, if you want more comic accurate, of course, you want to get this one, though. And I don't know about you, but a really good fight that I want to see with the new DCU coming up with James Gunn. Captain Atom versus Superman. I don't know, I'm just throwing it out there. Here we have Captain Atom next to Superman, the vampire version, the gold label Walmart exclusive figure, which I believe these are going on clearance, both of these. So if you can find them at stores, check your local Walmarts, because I've seen people, actually one of my coworkers, shout out to you, Sean, if you're watching this, he actually told me, he actually collects DC Multiverse, and he told me that he was able to get these two for 15 bucks each. So you might want to check your Walmarts, because you can probably get a really good deal. For $20, I think these figures look good. For $15, even better. If you get it for $10, damn, it's a bargain. So here you have two Walmart exclusive figures, a brand new figures that came out. Of course, is going to be Captain Atom and Superman Vampire. Let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with me on this figure? Do you plan to purchase this figure? Leave it in the comment section below. As always, make sure you hit the subscribe button to now support channel, but to keep up to date and watch videos like this. This includes an overview of Captain Atom from the Walmart Gold Label exclusive figure from the New 52 era, and on to the next one.